Hello Caser, and welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. I am back at it! Brand new chapter! Didn't have to wait as long as the previous chapters. Lately it's been pretty few and far in between for new chapters, but thankfully we didn't have to wait as long. It is now time to talk to Sikander. Because in the previous chapter, or in the last couple chapters, we found out that Olivia Green, who went to school with her brother Jacob, is the new dark arts professor. And she got hired around the same time as the whole stuff with ours, so we're very suspicious of her. And I know we have to talk to Sikander because I talked about it in the previous chapter, but I can't remember why. Something about, I think that he's a big gossip or something. It's a nice blender. Hello, Professor Sikander. Please tell me that's not plugged in. Do you see what he did with his hand? Oh, hello there, Mr. Casey. What a delightful surprise. I was just preparing for an upcoming lesson. Have you seen one of these devices before? Muggles use them to... I can't wait to learn all about it. Great. How can I help you today? I had a question regarding a recent lesson. Really? That's fantastic. What lesson did you have a question about? Cars, toasters, roller skates. Cars. I wanted to learn a little more about cars? Ah, the famed automobile, a revolutionary Muggle invention that completely transformed family vacations. Yes, exactly. What do you want to know? Well, I was just wondering, what does horsepower mean? Ah, yes. When cars were first invented, they were often called a horseless carriage. Therefore, horsepower refers to the number of horses a Muggle would need to acquire if they lost their car. Thanks, Professor. Muggle culture sure is fascinating. Isn't it? I'm so glad you've taken an interest. Yes, well, it can be hard to find all the time for my interest between classes, friends, and everything else. Tell me about it. You must understand what that's like better than most. Professors are always busy. Yep, busy, 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 but one can find time for small entertainments. Yeah, like what? Keep this between us, but I have a pinball machine in my quarters. Isn't that something? But that's just me. The other professors are much more audacious and outgoing than I am. Really? What do you mean? Let me tell you. Actually, perhaps I shouldn't say. Every professor deserves their privacy after all. Of course. I was just curious. Besides, you couldn't possibly know what every professor does in their spare time. Oh, but I do. I swear. Just ask. He really is a gossip, isn't he? Let's find out more about Olivia Green. So yeah, I'm jumping into this 1 hour quest. Normally I don't show this sort of stuff. But because it's just a quick quest to do, I'm doing it. But I am very curious to know more about Olivia Green. Alright, we are done. Professor Dumbledore enjoys 10-pin bowling? Professor Sikander, I'm impressed. You really do know what Hogwarts professors like to do for fun. It is merely the power of observation that is a very important skill in Muggle studies. It is an important skill in many cases, Professor. But I noticed you didn't mention Professor Green, the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. Since she's so new, I don't suppose you know what she likes to do for fun? I do indeed. I happen to know that she likes to spend the early afternoon writing in her journal in the courtyard. Wow, Professor, you're sure on top of things around Hogwarts. Oh, stop. As I said, it is merely the power of observation. Well, I must be off. I'll just go see if I can track down a car, so I can keep learning about them. Feel free to borrow one of my model cars. They're a bit easier to carry around than the real thing. I'll be sure to keep that in mind, Professor. Thanks again for your time. Now, Mr. Blender, where were we? It would not shock me if he doesn't have a hand tomorrow. Thanks for meeting me on such short notice, Talbot. I've just learned Professor Green's favorite pastime is journaling here in the afternoons. I thought we could spy on her and look for any suspicious activity. Of course, I'm not sure why you thought I, of all people, would be well suited for a spy mission, but... Look, there's Professor Green! Hide here. See, Talbot? I knew you'd be helpful. You got eyes like a hawk. That's exactly what we need to watch Professor Green from a safe distance. Now tell me, does it look like she's up to anything suspicious? Looks to me like she's doing a lot of writing, just like you said. We need to get a look into that book. I'm not sure there's anything suspicious about writing, Casey. In fact, it can be quite therapeutic. It's what she's writing that could be suspicious, Talbot. Of course, I'm not saying I doubt you. After all, Professor Green is connected to R. And her sudden appearance as a dark arts professor doesn't bode well. But what suspicious things do you really think she could be writing? Information about R, her thoughts and feelings, her next move. It is possible she could be writing about lessons? For teaching? But information about R might be obviously too obvious. Could be her thoughts and feelings, but maybe her next move? Nah, middle one. It's a journal. She's writing her thoughts and feelings. If she is in fact secretly evil, those thoughts and feelings are going to be of interest to us. I suppose you're right. When I'm journaling, all manner of strange thoughts come spilling out. Alright, perhaps I can get a better angle and read a bit of that book. Oh, looks like we got company. That was close. Consider my feathers ruffled. I have no interest in being caught spying on two teachers. After all, a good spy is never caught. Then quick, let's move while they're distracted. We can get a bit closer and listen in. This is a perfect opportunity to learn a little more about our new defense against a dark arts teacher. Yes. No. We have high hopes for you. Professor Green claims she's thrilled to be back and has nothing but pleasant memories of Hogwarts. I see. But I'm afraid I don't follow. That's suspicious? You don't find it odd? That she has pleasant memories? Yes! Hogwarts is many things, but is it so wrong to call it pleasant? Talbot, Professor Green searched for the cursed vaults with Jacob when she was at Hogwarts. Students and teachers were cursed. Her friend Duncan died. And all of it was due to the manipulations of R. Do those sound like pleasant memories to you? When you put it that way, no. But we don't really know anything about her involvement with R or the cursed vaults. She could be covering for something. Or there could be more to the story than we've heard so far. You're right, something is off here, but I think we've learned all we can from spying. Perhaps it is time to deepen our investigation. Let's gather the Circle of Kana and tell them what we've learned so far. Then we can discuss the next steps. Alright everyone, Talbot and I spied on Professor Green in the courtyard. She was writing in our journal, but we couldn't get a good look at what was in there. And she didn't say anything about R. Nice spying, really. I don't suppose you learned anything useful? Sure we did. Olivia is thrilled to be back at Hogwarts. She doesn't seem to have a care in the world. And you think that is something to worry about. Yes, she's being deceptive. No, she may have recovered. Honestly, nothing so far really points to her being with R or connected in any way. She's just teaching. No, she may have recovered from the trauma, unlike Jacob. Well, everyone deals with problems in their own way. Maybe she deals with hers by writing down everything in a notebook. If only we could see what's in the notebook, then we would know for sure. Brilliant idea, Casey. We'll just steal the notebook. That's not exactly what I... You said it yourself. If we can read the notebook, then we'll know for sure whether she's hiding something. You seem way too excited about this attempted robbery. But if she is writing down her darkest thoughts and feelings, it could be worth the risk. Heist time! If we're gonna do this, we need to come up with a foolproof plan. And a good name. It's time to make Olivia Green, Olivia Blue. Before I actually read this, I gotta say this is a really cool shot. I like how everybody's just kind of crowded around like that. Alright, if we're gonna be pulling off this heist, it sounds like we need to keep the team small. And that team will be called the Connor Caper Crew. This is gonna be a 3-person operation. 1 lookout and 2 to search the office. I volunteer myself. Everyone knows I'm the quietest one here. When I want to be. And I can be the lookout. I always know when I'm about to get in trouble. Alright team, our goal is to get in, grab the journal, and get out. Nothing more, nothing less. Come on, Connor, keep a crew! So she left the office. It's time to do the heist. Go away. Let's see if we can sneak in the office. See what's in the journal. Also, this is new, by the way. This is her office. We've never been in her office. I like the little, the hat, or in Canada we call it a toque, with a scarf which looks like a snake. This little plant. It's a nice office. And we're in. And we're in. A little Alohomora goes a long way. You'd think a Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher would have a better way to lock their office. Maybe she hasn't had a chance to set up a better security yet. So this is where the Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers go to work when they're not in class. There's actually a lot of good stuff in here. Seems like a way to limit our search to evidence of memory tampering. What do you think, KC? Should we liberate a few valuable items while we're at it? No, we're on a mission. Maybe if there's time, it wouldn't be right. Why is the middle option the points? Shouldn't it be we're on a mission? This whole thing was get in, get out. Not lollygag and then get other stuff. I'm contradicting myself, I don't like it. Let's start by finding that notebook first. We can take another look around here if we have time. Casey, you're the greatest. And don't worry, I never dreamed of taking something valuable from a teacher that they'd actually miss. But if that were to happen, I'd make sure the item returns to them undamaged. minus a reasonable finder's fee. That's why I always get caught, Jay. Don't know when to quit. Hey, I'm an entrepreneur. Can you blame me for exploring every opportunity? Let's just focus on the mission, Jay. Keep watch while Tonks and I search for the notebook. Your partner in crime is here to help. And I promise, I'll try not to knock anything over. I'm glad you're here, Tonks. Now let's see what we can find. If we don't find it, what next? 8 hours? Yeah, of course it's 8 hours. She must be gone home for the day, I guess. Nose biting teacup that no longer bites. So sad. Afternoon break is almost over. Have we found anything yet? Professor Green will be returning soon. I found an old nose-biting teacup. Our teacher might have had once a penchant for pranks, but that's all. Found it. Let's see what it says. It's right there. Lesson pranks. Notes about being back at Hogwarts, but no mention of rake pick or R. And a recipe for butter cookies? There's nothing suspicious in here. Nothing at all? Let me look. Oh my goodness. What is that? Yeah, Tonks, exactly. Whoa, what is that? Vials? It's a box of glass vials, and it looks rather old. Must have been hidden there for years. And the wispy stuff inside the vials? I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before. But I bet the OG on these jars stand for Olivia Green. Should we take them with us? Hey, we need to go. Professor Green is on her way. We're out of time. Quick, let's put everything back and get out of here. We'll meet up later. Okay, now that's actually really interesting. What are these vials? So at least we didn't come up empty-handed, but now we have to figure out a way to get these vials, and that's going to be another 20 chapters. But we found something interesting, so that's important. So it's time to gather the Circle of Kana at the training ground this time. Before it was the boat place, which in my opinion is a great place. Alright, gather up everyone. Professor Green's journal had nothing useful in it, but a search of her office yielded some strange results. We found a hidden compartment containing a box of dust-covered jars full of white, wispy liquid. Don't sound like memories to me. They catch a hefty price on the black market, but even I wouldn't sink so low as to sell other people's memories. Perhaps the old data teacher was into darker trades though. The vaults were all marked OG, which obviously stands for Olivia Green. Perhaps that's why she had nothing but pleasant memories of Hogwarts. Either she or someone else removed the unpleasant ones. But why would someone want to keep unpleasant memories around? Personally, I'd rather have nothing to do with them. I'm not sure. The only way of knowing for sure is to get a look at the memories themselves. Then we'll know why they're hidden. To do that, we need a pensieve. And those are hard to come by, even for me. The Circle of Kana is quite resourceful. We can find a pensieve in no time. We just need to... What's all this? Oh. Hi. I totally forgot about Marilla. Did I say that before? I probably did. I can't believe you're meeting without me. Of course we are, Marilla. Casey told us you kidnapped Corey. Oh, he told you about that, did he? Did he tell you he also met the leader of R? Marula, don't. You didn't mention meeting the leader of R, Casey. Of course he didn't. Because the leader of R is Casey's father. Yeah, that just opened up a massive can of worms. It can't be true. You lied to us, Casey. Just hear me out. I can explain myself. Well then, this adds a whole new wrinkle to everything, doesn't it? Now the circle kind of knows about everything. It was a total shock when I found out. I needed time to think it all through. This is happening to me in real time, remember? I don't always know the perfect thing to do next. And this is my dad we're talking about. We understand. It's your dad. But it is also the leader of R we're talking about. The group responsible for Rowan's death. The whole reason the Circle Con exists. You're saying you can't forgive me? I can't speak for everyone, but I'm saying, just like you, I need some time to process this. I'll talk to you later, Casey. Look what you've done, Marula. You've officially gone too far. Perhaps you'll finally know what it feels like to be out in the cold, Casey. No, I won't. Unlike you, I'll do all I can to fix this. Good luck with the cold, Marilla. I'm going to talk to my friends. I really wish it would have been somebody other than Marula, because for the longest time, I liked Marula a lot. And if you watch any of my videos, you know that I always chose her for certain limited time events and things. But now, well, I think I'm going to have to go back on that stuff, because clearly, she's back to old Marilla. But a couple things though before we wrap this up is that, first of all, it's good that we actually got this out in the open, and now everybody knows about my dad. Hopefully everyone will forgive me eventually, but it needed to be said, honestly. The thing that's really interesting though to me though is the memories. And if we can get a chance to see what's like in those memories, that's going to be huge moving forward. But yeah, chapter 42 is done. Let me know down below, what did you think of this chapter and everything that went down? Like, comment, and subscribe for more Harry Potter Hogwarts mystery videos, and I will see you with more chapters moving forward in Hogwarts Mystery. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everybody!